Guys, what's up? Lord Mitra again here, your Lord of Video Games, and welcome to another episode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. In the last episode, we started off the P3 side of the Arena storyline. Well, Arena Ultimax. And we cleared a bunch of stuff, basically backstory a little bit, but in this episode, we are going to start with Labrys's dream. So, let's get started.
Where am I?
Well, time for me to do the accent again. Blue skies and azure ocean spread out before my eyes. Gentle breeze brushes my cheek as I stand out on blindingly glistening beach, the sun shining from high above. Sound of the waves is calming.
What am I doing here? Wasn't I going through maintenance at Mitsuru-san's place?
I retrace my memories with a hint of bewilderment. And I had severed damaged in the recent battles. I had to undergo full repairs at the laboratory in the Shadow Operatives facility. I was placed into a protective case, and Fukusan explained that what was going to happen while Iga stood nearby.
Oh, this must be a dream then.
I vaguely remember the sensation. It's similar to something I've experienced a number of times before. Fukusan said that she would shut down my consciousness during maintenance, as I shouldn't be able to dream. This is a random phenomenon occurring during my reboot process.
I'm dressed like this again.
I'm wearing the uniform from Yasogami High. My arms are human arms. Since what's in one's heart can be reflected in dreams, this must be one of my desires. Still, I know it's nothing but an illusion. I understand. I won't deny it any longer. If this really is an appearance that I want to recall so soon after what happened yesterday. But it seems that me deep inside my heart won't let me be that way. Still, as I gaze at the scenery, I eventually stop caring. Take a step forward the pier that just south from the beach, and turn my attention to my internal GPS.
Guess there's no use doing something like that in a dream.
I don't need my GPS to know what this place is. It's where I hit a certain wish in my heart sometime long ago.
It's so beautiful. If this really is a dream, maybe I can keep going.
Just while I think that, the pier under my feet crumbles and disappears without a sound. Just like that, the azure water swallowed me. Oh, that's not scary. Sunlight's become dim, but I feel no anxiety. Mysterious sensation envelops me, as if everyone is near me and I'm connected with everyone. Eventually, when the feeling of floating becomes stronger and I lose all sense of up and down, the sea changes to a field of countless lights in the darkness.
Now, where could this be?
Oh?
It seems I have an odd guest. Oh, you're that misrepresent.
No.
No. President?
No.
Ah, yes, Miss President.
Good job.
We met the other day.
Good job, Elizabeth. I turn to the voice and see a familiar woman in a blue dress. Elizabeth. She gave me a word of caution during yesterday's battle when I had been turning my eyes away from the true self. This is an unexpected reunion with a person who appeared before me like a storm and left with the same amount of force.
Oh, hi. Thanks a bunch for back then. I didn't get to thank you properly at the time.
You faced yourself and overcame the ordeal through your strength alone. And the feelings of those at the scene certainly helped as well. Still, my assistance was merely the cake under the ice.
Eh?
Under the ice?
Icing under the
I
cake?
don't know what that means, but this place
Icing on
is
the cake?
beautiful. Where am I?
This is a world within people's hearts. Since you are here, it's most likely that you are at rest in the real world. Now that you have gained a heart of your own and are nurturing it, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wander here at times.
That all sounds pretty complicated. What are you doing here, Elizabeth?
To put it as Frank would, it is a secret. But if there was something I could say about it, I am yearning for an unseen power.
Huh? You want power too? Even though you're insanely strong already?
Yeah, she wants to feel free Minato.
Oh, all this talk of power has reminded me of something. It seems you have obtained a new power through that battle earlier. I do not mean to be rude, but my adorable personality cannot restrain my infinite curiosity for such things. Would you show it to me?
And here comes the first fight.
Huh? Wait, hey, hold on now. Are you saying you want to fight me right this minute?
My, how could I have forgotten? A boisterous brawl in this place would certainly not be elegant.
I'm not talking about where we are.
Worry not. I will prepare a worthy stage at once.
Wait, you'll what? Huh?
Oh boy. She flips open the book with a flip motion. As she does, a blue circle draws itself into the air and the scenery around us changes. Oh God.
Place.
The tranquil ocean-like area changes to a familiar place. There's the announcement room at the school that I had created. Beyond the glass of the red-stained room hang the corpses of my sisters I had destroyed with my own hand. I feel a lump in my throat as the memories come back to me. I look down and see that my body has returned to its cold, white, metallic one. This is my true form.
Oh, are you a bit shaken? My apologies, but it seems we're being pressed for time.
Oh boy. Before I can sort out my emotions, the aura I feel from Elizabeth begins to intensify. She's coming.
Without further ado, here I come. Your fate is in the cards.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, exhibition match. Oh, okay.
Your fate is in the cards.
Oh. Come here, you. Oh, that was cool.
Well done. I have indeed witnessed the power you have acquired.
I was preoccupied fighting Elizabeth. I remember something. This is the place where I faced myself and gained something precious and irreplaceable. Yukun, Mitsuru-san, and all the others. Imagining their faces causes a mysterious strength to well up from within me.
Have I gotten stronger?
Elizabeth smiles. She calmly returns to the conversation we had been having.
Whether you can accomplish your wish and your heartfelt promise is up to you. If you can't do it, no one else will be able to do it for you.
Agreed.
But from a different perspective, that means that anything is possible depending on you. Don't you think it could be perceived that way?
It could be, yes.
If I do it.
That is correct. Though, it would be most important to prioritize overcoming the ordeal that is coming your way.
Huh? What ordeal? Isn't this just a dream?
The ordeal that has made itself known quite close by. I bid you good luck.
Wait, hold on. What's this ordeal you're talking about? What do you mean?
And the announcement room begins to fade to white and disappears to the distance. I hear a siren-like sound. As if in sync with the siren, Elizabeth begins to grow hazy as well.
Wait, you have to tell me more.
Nope, no time for that. Have to go. My own voice is lost in the warning sounds that crashes over me like waves. I need to talk to her. Just one a little more. Nope. A moment after everything goes white, the laboratory appears in my vision. An ear-piercing wailing sound fills the air. This is the real world.
Good. You're finally up and running. Seriously, I'm terrible with machines.
I look towards this voice and see an unfamiliar man in a black, pink-striped suit. The man looks frustrated as he fumbles with my case, disconnecting the wires leading from the terminals to my body.
So how about it? Move?
Who are you?
I'm Kurosawa, the police detective. Do you know what a police detective is?
Can I? Hold on. Never mind. Kurosawa. No memory of this man, but for some reason, I recognize his name. Some of the information that was inserted into my knowledge database. Begin impersonal scan, matching iris and voice print. Identified, Detective Kurosawa.
Oh, are you with Mitsuru-san and them?
Something like that.
As far as I can find in the database, he seems to be a person who can be trusted. He has a long history of private and public interaction with Mitsuru-san and the other shadow operatives.
I'll make this quick. There's an emergency. The car that the lady, that Mitsuru Kirijo was in, has gone missing.
Mitsuru-san? What do you mean?
An emergency? She's missing? Only after hearing this do I pause to examine and re-examine my surroundings. The time must be in response to these ongoing events. Unable to get a grasp of the situation and only become more confused.
We'll talk later. We need to get to the roof.
As he speaks, Detective Kurosawa tosses me a small bundle. Oh, here we go. Open it to find the Yasogami High uniform that I've been wearing in my dream. Does he want me to wear this? I'm still perplexed. Put on the uniform Detective Kurosawa gave me and I follow him as he runs to the stairway. I see that his gun is drawn. As he bound up the stairs, I desperately ask him the questions boiling in my mind.
Kurosawa-san, are Mitsuru-san and the others okay? Who took them?
Go quietly. We've got to hurry here. We were being pursued, too.
Oh, snap. Taken back for a moment. Shadow operatives may be part of the National Police Agency, but their existence have been kept hidden from the civilian population. That very existence should be hidden from ordinary people, and yet has been attacked?
Enemies? Hey, I could...
Don't. The ones coming after us are human. On top of that, they're from public safety.
It's only confusing me even more. What's going on here? The Public Safety Group are at the very top of the National Police Agency's Security Bureau. They should be on our side. Why would they be coming after us? Bite my lip in fear. I thought that I finally met people who understood me and that I finally had a place where I belong. Yet, now that I've awakened, I'm being pursued by armed people once more. People who are supposed to be on our side of that. Painful memories of Yakushima return to my mind. I shake my head, trying to clear these thoughts, but it's not that easy. The moment, Detective Kurosawa speaks up, as if he can see through my emotions.
I know it has to be tough, but bear with it. That's how you live, by fighting.
This word snapped me out of my reverie. That's right. The world isn't always filled with things like these. And they're all staying right by my side. Had I not... Oh, wait. Things like this, yeah. All people who understand me and accept me. They're all staying right by my side. Had I not made my own decision to protect these people?
Thanks, Kurosawa-san. Say, want to take a shortcut to the roof?
Oh? With that, I pick Kurosawa-san and run up ahead. I'm going to do everything I can.
Hey, what are you...
I jump and ignite the boosters on my back and then kick off the wall. It's a bit rough move, but I've determined that it's in our best interest to proceed as quickly as possible in this situation. Oh, I wish we saw that.
Whoa!
Seeing it animated would have been so funny. We shoot up the staircase to the next landing. I kick the wall again to send us flying up the staircase in the opposite direction. I repeat this a number of times, rocketing us up the extremely long staircase and allowing us to reach the door of the rooftop less than a minute.
You've got some nerve.
Hey, well, we're ahead of everybody.
But
It's fine. Looks like I can trust you to get things done.
Detective Kurosawa seems pale, but he still stands up, and I see the strength of will in his eyes as he speaks to me.
Well, from here on, this is a battle that only you can fight.
When he opens the door slightly, the chilly air from outside rushes in through the gap.
I'm putting their lives in your hands.
Right. I'll save him. Kurosawa-san opens the door fully, and the wind whips at us.
Go on. Go now!
Gotcha! Okay! Kikuru-san, let's go!
Alright, she was the last stop. Ooh.
Looks like we managed to get away.
Yep.
We got out in time. It's nice to meet you, Labras. I'm Yukari Takiba.
Oh, yes. I'm Kanemata. Wow, so it's true that you're like Aiga's-san.
Hey, Koromaru.
Oh, and this is Koromaru. Huh? A dog? He's not just a pet. Koromaru might not look like it, but he can fight as well.
Good boy. Beginning personnel scans. Everyone in this helicopter seems to be a member of the Shadow Operatives. According to the new data I was given during my repairs, they're all Mitsuru-san's friends since high school. These people are all comrades who have fought alongside Mitsuru-san and each other.
Takeba-san? You're dressed in a kinda interesting way.
No.
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah, I got picked up suddenly from my job and I didn't have any time to change. Bet I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Also, you can just call me Yukari. I hope we get along, Labras.
But to think that organization
Friendship.
came after us now at such an important time. If Kurosawa-san hadn't gotten that tip, we'd be doomed. Hey, right. What's going on with those guys? Who are they again? Public safety? Oh, that's right. You don't know.
Okay. Hankun politely explains the situation to me. Some people in the public safety department don't think well of the Shadow Operatives. When Mitsuru-san and the others went missing, public safety took advantage of the confusion and attempted to take control of the Shadow Operatives' headquarters. I've been trying to remove Mitsuru-san from her position and showed up at the lab in an attempt to confiscate me for evidence. To move this quickly after she disappeared though, public safety must have some way of knowing what's going on with the Shadow Operatives.
They say Mitsuru-san set everything up. She would never. I can't understand it either. All this about honor and adult circumstances is foolish.
I agree.
Yeah, but there are some people in public safety who don't agree with that. Or else Kurosawa-san wouldn't have gotten that anonymous tip.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if Kurosawa-san's okay.
I know he is. He's tough.
Koromaru says that he's alright.
Thank you, Koromaru.
Huh? Can you understand dogs too, Yukari-san?
Well, no, but I've known Koromaru for a while, and that just seems like what he's saying. I'm sure Kurosawa-san will be just fine.
I think so too. Koromaru-san's white fur reminds me of something. Snowy! My friend who I met on that southern island. I can tell from Yukari-san's word that all the other people here in this helicopter know each other very well.
So where are we going now anyway? We're gonna go look for Mitsuru-san and them, right?
Right. It looks like there was an increased shadow reading someplace called Inaba, and they were headed there. We'll go that way for now.
Ooh.
Inaba.
That's right. That's right. This could be a continuation of the events from yesterday. An ordeal. Elizabeth's words from my dream echo in my mind.
Don't look so gloomy. I'm sure Mitsuru-senpai's fine. She's got Akihiko-senpai, Fuka, and even Aigus with her after all. Oh, right. You're Aigus' sister, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I was made just before her, though.
You seem so stiff. You don't need to be so polite with us.
I heard that you were an earlier model than Aiga's-san, but you don't seem less advanced at all. You seem perfectly normal. Do you fight with that axe you're carrying? Could I touch it?
No. The two of them are interacting with me quite normally, and though they know I'm a machine, even though they must know what happened in Inaba and about my past. That acceptance makes me happy. Koromaru-san is gazing intently at me too.
Yukari-san, have you been able to make contact with Iori-san?
A voice from the cockpit interrupts us. Kikono-san, Mitsuru-san's maid, is in the pilot seat. She seems demure, but she can pilot a helicopter like this. Her skills seem to know no limits. But I've been told that Kikuno-san isn't a persona user. Isn't it dangerous for her to come with us in a situation like this?
I completely forgot. Hold on a sec.
Yukari-san pulls out her cell phone. Seems they're trying to meet with Junpei Iori, another part-time shadow operatives, and also a fellow comrade since high school. While Yukari-san is on the phone, I decide to ask Kikuno-san about the doubts I have.
Saikawa-san, you're not a persona user, are you?
Please call me Kikuno. And no, I only have the potential towards the dark hour.
Oh, I didn't know you had that. Even the maids in the Kirijo family are amazing. So that means you can't fight shadows, right? Then ain't it dangerous for you to come along?
If I have the correct information, and the grotesque monster known as Shadow, enemies can only be defeated by people who can use personas. In other words, since Kikuno-san is an ordinary human, she could never defeat a shadow, even if she was the most proficient warrior in the world. If she ever encountered a shadow on her own, Kikuno-san would face immediate death. And yet, she smiles warmly and she answers me.
There are more ways to deal with shadows than the direct method.
Oh?
We've never met in person, but I was involved in the operation to rescue you last time.
That is true.
We all do whatever we can to the best of our abilities to fulfill the roles we've been given. That is what it means to fight.
Oh, wow. She's a true professional.
To be honest, I don't understand. True, Kikuno-san is helping us by piloting the helicopter for us. But if that's all it took, then someone could easily program me with the ability to fly the helicopter and there'll be no need for Kikuno-san to be exposed to danger having to join this operation.
I see.
I can't think of any other words to say and I look away from her. I end up meeting Kenkun's eyes and I feel a little awkward.
It's no use, he's not picking up. This is so important. Why now?
Yukari-san puts down a phone and turns to us again. Everyone's attention returns to getting up to speed on the current situation.
Oh well. We'll just have to begin our search on our own.
You know, Kikuno-san, I'm surprised you knew where we were without having to contact us at all.
Mm-hmm.
I traced the GPS signals from your cell phones. We're still partners with the police force, so it's no problem to do that in an emergency.
Ah.
Then again, we've just seen how even that doesn't always help.
You mean about Junpei-san?
Ah.
It's like he's going out of his way to inconvenience us.
Yukari-san sighs with an exasperated expression. As I reflect that this Junpei-san appears to be something of an odd person, Kikuno-san taps her arm as if he remembers something.
Oh dear, I almost forgot. Labra-san, please review these documents until we arrive at our destination.
Alright. Confidential. Classified. With that, Kikuno-san hands me a folder.
Fuka-san asked me to tell you about this, but under the circumstances, would you please look through the material on your own?
Mm-hmm. As I flip through the documents in a thick file, I notice that certain names appear again and again. Mitsuru, Akihiko, and the names of everyone here. What is this?
It's a summary of the activities that took place 3 years ago.
3 years ago? You must mean... I see. Whoever's behind what's going on is definitely connected to those events.
Mm-hmm. 3 years ago refers to the incident leading to Mitsuru-san and the press meeting one another. I haven't had the chance to go over in detail, but supposedly it's a case that became the impetus for Mitsuru-san to establish shadow operatives. And the bonds that they have formed among each other were nurtured through the battles they took part in back then. Such deep connections look radiant to my eyes. I decide that it's important that I learn more about what happened then. As important as learning more about who or whatever is behind the events going on now. If I wanted information on it, I could easily just transfer that data directly into my memory. But by actively reading it like this, I'll be able to understand what happened. Her thoughtfulness of treating me the same as a person makes me happy. Kikuno-san Glances at me once more and nods slightly as if in approval.
I think it looks good on you. A proper appearance is important when going out on a grand stage.
Does she mean the uniform I'm wearing? Oh, I get it. She must have been the one who prepared the Yasogami uniform that Kurosawa-san gave to me. Her sudden compliment is a little embarrassing, but yeah, I'll both smile. I mean, this uniform to me, it's proof of my connection to Yukun and his friends.
Thanks.
Kikuno reacts with a small smile and produces some other item.
Yukari-san, Ken-san, I have acquired evokers and suitable weapons for you.
Nice.
Wow, thank you. This would be the best for me.
Oh, okay. Kenkun takes a spear from Kikuno-san and sits back with a satisfied expression. The spear is longer than Kenkun is tall, but he seems confident. Wouldn't such a weapon be too unwieldy for him to handle?
Kikuno-san, what is this?
Oh, the boy. The not boy, bow. Kikuno-san hands Yukari-san what appears to be a large pink bow that perfectly matches the shoe she's wearing. Upon seeing it, Yukari-san looks baffled.
It's the ultimate arrow!
It's so pink.
I acquired reference material from the publisher and had it made. Don't worry, it's more functional than the prop on your show.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure that makes it the best bow ever created, but...
In actual combat, I thought that using a form factor you're comfortable with would be best.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to have a logical explanation like that.
Was my arrangement unnecessary?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. No, it's fine.
I think it's good. Come on.
I like it. Can I see it for a moment?
As Kenkun reaches towards the bow with interest, I sense the helicopter tilt slightly to the side.
We're circling around. Please hang on to something.
Alright. The helicopter leans more sharply as Kikuno-san speaks. It seems that we need to take one more fuel before we reach Inaba. I reflect on Elizabeth's words as I look down the view spreading out below us. Reminds me of that mysterious sea-like place. Do we get a cutscene again? Nope. The air in the helicopter is heavy. Upon reaching the last known location of Mitsuru-san and the others, we immediately see that the guardrail is broken, as if a car had smashed through it. I look down the cliff and discover a black vehicle. Below, unmistakably Mitsuru-san's limousine. There was no skid marks on the road, and indicated braking in the car's body was seriously damaged. It appeared that it had been going at a very high rate of speed when it hit the barrier. Everyone paled in an instant, and we were all at a loss for words. The driver was the only person in the vehicle, and though he was injured, there was no trace of blood from everyone other than him in the car. We wondered for a moment if the others had been able to leave the vehicle on their own, but if they had, they would have tried to contact us. It also seemed odd that they left unconscious and an injured man behind. Furthermore, there were no footprints around the vehicle at all. We did another search for the GPS signal, but there were no signs that there were bots. That left us with only one conclusion.
I hate to think about it, but does this mean that they've been captured?
Most likely.
Let us be optimistic and assume that they're still alive. If they were captured, then the enemy values their lives and will do no harm. We do have a chance.
I carried the injured driver from the bottom of the cliff back to the road. Kikuno-san requests a vehicle to transport him to the hospital under the Kitajoh family's care. Kikuno made this decision since we wouldn't have been able to explain what happened to a normal ambulance. It's also possible that the people of the public safety would take him away if he'd reported this to the authorities. Kikuno-san asked the personnel who arrived at the transport Try and ask the driver about what happened when he regained consciousness. That will likely be difficult, however. This is similar to what happened last time. The driver would have no memory of the event, much like the people who captured me and transported me to Inaba last time. However, there's no guarantee that the same had happened to the limousine driver. Not long after, we were back in the helicopter, which takes us to where we are now. To be honest, everyone's at a loss on how bad the situation is. Ken-kun tries to change the topic with an attempt to divert us from wars.
It's amazing that you know how to pilot a helicopter, Kikuno-san. I heard that it's hard to hover in the mountains. Did you train for that?
Only a couple of years ago, but I have taken part in an assault operation involving a helicopter.
Can this?
You were in an assault with a helicopter? Where?
I pressed it once, looked away, and I'm like, why is it not playing? And then I'm like, oh.
Just a high school dormitory.
Oh, that.
Huh? Oh yeah, I remember that.
What?
I decided to learn how to pilot in the event that if someone attempted the same move, I would be able to respond properly.
Understanding has been renewed. Seems that being a maid is a very serious and difficult occupation.
Oh, damn. Well, I finally got in touch with Junpei. I don't know why, but he's already at Yasuo Inaba Station, so I told him to stay there. In any case, we should head to Inaba too. We might find some kind of clue there.
Mitsuru-san's group had gone missing before sunset. It's almost midnight now.
Whoever did this must be the same person who kidnapped Labrys-san. It's unthinkable anyone else would be able to do that. The question is what he intends to accomplish by kidnapping them.
Ken-kun flips through the reports on the events in the case up until now, seemingly lost in thought. What is to be gained by kidnapping Mitsuru-san this time? In that moment, heavy static flickers across the video display within the helicopter. Oh, here we go.
The strong win, while the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history.
Here we go again.
The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Time to let loose an all-out war!
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 Ring!
This is so cool, though.
These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some fight for pride, some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? Things are heating up!
Boom.
Tonight, who will win the title of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 Climax is
Barely getting started!
Oh my god, the bear puns. I forgot it. Oh boy. Oh, here we go again. Red sky.
Hey, what was that just now? Weren't those the Persona users in Inaba? It showed Mitsuru-senpai and the others, too.
I read the case records. If I recall correctly, was that the Midnight Channel that was being broadcast in Inaba?
Yes, it is.
I was on it too, but it wasn't like that last time.
All of us in the helicopter are utterly confused. Who would broadcast something like that and why? P1 Climax. It's obvious continuation of the fighting tournament. Suddenly, the monitor switches to another feed. Teddy?
Yoo-hoo!
Yep.
Have you been well, Lobby-chan?
Here he is.
General Teddy? But I thought I already...
General Teddy, in the recent P1 Grand Prix, the one calling himself General Teddy turned out to be my own shadow. But I set to my shadow and gained power to use a persona. And if he's the one on screen again, then General Teddy ignores my confusion and it continues.
There's no way I'd go away so easily. I mean, a P1 without me is like a tuna sandwich without the tuna.
Tuna sandwiches aren't that good.
He can hear us? Isn't he that weird persona user named Teddy?
No, he must be the General Teddy who hosted the fighting tournament last time. The record said he'd been eliminated, though.
Mm-hmm, he had. But, I mean, we all know who he
General
is.
Teddy, where did you take Mitsuru-san and the others? If you don't give us a good answer, you're gonna pay!
It's past your bedtime, Cubby.
Damn.
If you're gonna keep giving me lip, I'm not going to explain anything.
Explain?
That's right. I mean, the three of you are very important guest stars in the P1 Climax, after all. So you'll participate, of course. Right?
What? What are you after?
If you value the lives of the hostages, you yapping pup, you don't have any choice but to participate.
Huh?
The P1 Climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one death match that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time!
Oh, boy.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
Hmm? What do you mean? The video feed switches to something else. Is it gonna be Mitsuru and... Yeah, here they are. There's Aigis, Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Fuka. Let's save him again.
Was that Mitsuru-senpai?
Yes.
Sonata-san, Aiga-san, and Fuka-san too!
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Oh, and this is a no-fly zone. We don't have any room in the parking lot for that thing, so you better start walking to the battleground. As a little incentive, Persona! Kintoki Doji! Throw him a tomahawk!
Oh boy, here we go. Block it! With that last command from General Teddy, the monitor turns off. After a moment of silence, Kikono-san shouts from the cockpit.
An alarm? No. There really is a missile coming our way. Evasive maneuvers. Brace yourselves.
A missile?
As soon as Kikono-san shouts, the helicopter made a sharp turn and we're all thrown to the side. Whew. I heard that. There's a deafening roar and the helicopter shakes madly but recovers.
Are we hit? It barely missed, but there's a good chance that it will still detonate.
Be careful.
It exploded! Wait, it's a firework?
I was about to say. Oh my god. In the moments after the explosion, General Teddy's face was drawn in the night sky with colorful sparks. He managed to capture his image, taunting us with his tongue sticking out.
He obviously missed on purpose. It was most likely fired from the direction of Inaba.
That is not funny at all! Is he trying to start a war or something? Wait, what is that?
There's something in the distance. It's huge!
Ikari-san points at the shape of the gigantic building stretching toward the sky. Something red is writhing around that bizarre structure, trying to envelop the town below. It's Red fog?
I'll zoom in.
Kikuno-san adjusts the monitor that had just been displaying General Teddy's laughing face to show us the enormous structure up ahead. Notice Yukari-san and Ken-kun both tense up when they catch sight of it.
No way. This is just like Tartarus.
Searching data for Tartarus. Results found. A labyrinth that only appears during the dark hour and a breeding ground for shadows? The documents in my hand have a it was also the place where a powerful being was going to descend upon the world and bring about destruction. The documents in my hand have a page dedicated to it as well. What I read there confounds me. 3 years ago, when Mitsuru-san and her companions were in high school, something happened there. I can gather that they fought desperately in a tower called Tartarus that resembles the one outside. As the red fog grows thicker, the building that Ken-kun and Yukari-san referred to Tartarus begins to disappear from our view.
I'm sorry to do this, but I have to withdraw before we're shot down.
But we've come so far!
If they fire another one at us, I won't be able to dodge again. Even if it's only a firework, a direct hit can still bring us down.
Yeah.
Hold on, Kikuno-san. Can you drop low enough somewhere so we can get out?
There's no way. If we land, we'll be sitting ducks.
No, once we're out, you get out of here. You don't need to land.
What are you saying?
Please, do it! Don't worry. Remember, General Teddy asked us to come on foot. We'll manage somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. I'm looking for a landing site. There appears to be a large shopping center nearby.
While dodging explosions from missiles flying mercilessly towards us, the helicopter nosedives, plunging us towards the ground as we move closer to Inaba.
Labra-san, please take this. It may be of use.
Oh,
It
microstick
contains the
duo.
data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Seiji Fukumoto.
Shuji Ikutsuki. And it was also on the documents that Kikuno-san had given me. He betrayed Mitsuru-san at the last moment 3 years ago and revealed himself as an enemy. Ever since the death of Koetsu Kitajoh, the patriarch of the Kitajoh family 2 generations ago, this man took the lead in all terrible events relating to the shadows. That is how dangerous this man is. But the documents also say that Ikutsuki took his own life.
The file name was Project Puppet Master. I'm not entirely sure if that's a code or a description of the project.
Could be both.
Puppet Master. Could that be something to do with me and Igus?
I was only able to decrypt a portion of it, but it seems to be data on an experiment involving a plume of dusk.
An experiment with a plume of dusk. So, why are you giving this to me?
It's good to have extra info.
It may assist you in determining the enemy's identity. Actually, I found traces of an unauthorized attempt to access this file from outside of the Ergo Research Network. I investigated this and found that the requests made to break in originated from this vicinity, likely from within Inaba itself.
Huh? So someone in Inaba knew about that research before all this started and was looking?
Kikuno-san not silently. Wait. Thought I was looking out for it. Sorry. Kikuno-san not slightly. Of all the files in the quarantine server to go after, if this one was specifically targeted, then the hacker must at least have known of its presence there. The cyber attack wasn't done by some ordinary hacker who broke into the server and was looking around out of curiosity. Which means that the hacker's probably either the culprit himself or someone connected to them.
The firewall prevented the intruder from accessing the file, but the attempted hacker didn't even try to cover their tracks.
What? Who would do this?
The hacker didn't even intend to cover the access to the server. Could that mean that they wanted someone to know about the existence of this file, even if they failed to access it? It doesn't make much sense. Putting aside whatever doubts we have, Kikuno-san continues on.
It was only in fragments, but the name Sho Minazuki appears many times in those files.
Oh, there we
Who
go.
is he?
Sho Minazuki. I don't know that name. Could that person be the culprit? At the very least, there's no mistake that this person is deeply related to the case.
I'll contact you once we crack the encryption. but in case it becomes difficult to transfer the data to you, I'll give you a copy.
Then I'll download that data into myself and take a look at the parts that you managed to decrypt.
That would be for the best.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Alright. Kikuno-san hands me a memory card. And I insert it to my memory slot and save data on it to my internal memory. As Kikuno-san says, most of it is experiment records. One file remains that cannot be read. Project Puppet Master. What is this file? Who knows?
We'll be over at Junes Shopping Center in a moment. Everyone, prepare to disembark.
Hold on, over there. Isn't there someone on the rooftop?
This is a long one. Up here into the distance. Beyond the haze of the red fog is Inaba's largest shopping center. A search reveals that the place belongs to a chain named Junes. A bloody figure can be vaguely seen on the roof. Yukun? For a moment, I think of someone I know well. The height and physique, the shape of the roof don't resemble anyone I know. Kenkun raises a pair of binoculars and tends to make out the figure's face. Oh!
That's impossible.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's Ikutsuki.
Oh.
Huh? No way.
Shuji Ikutsuki? Name leaves me at a loss for words. Perhaps he is mistaken? Open the side door of the helicopter and a strong gust of wind blows in. Ignore the wind and lean out to get a better look at the person on the roof. Uh-oh. What happened? The helicopter is suddenly attacked from an unexpected direction. The vehicle sways alarmingly. That wasn't another missile. When I look up again, I see another shape standing near the figure at the rooftop. I knew it.
We're under attack by a persona.
It doesn't make sense. According to the records, Shuji Ikutsuki was never able to use a persona. Is that man on the roof truly this Ikutsuki person?
The enemy's preparing for another attack. Incoming!
Before I can raise any objection, Yukari-san fixes her eyes on the enemy and draws her evoker. Expected from someone who had been in actual combat for a whole year, she's quick to act.
Little persona.
Yukari-san's fingers flexes around the trigger of her evoker, and the instant she pulls it, Yukari-san persona appears, creating a whirlwind around the helicopter that repairs the attacker.
What? I didn't even use my evoker yet.
Seeing Yukari-san so bewildered sends a chill down my spine. Being able to summon a persona without the necessary tool to aid them in summoning. Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san reported a similar unpleasant experience when inside the TV world. But this isn't inside the TV world. As outlandish and threatening as this situation is, there's no doubt that this is the real world. General Teddy words come back to me.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy while you can.
Yeah. Don't tell me. This fog that's enveloping the town is the same fog at the other side of the TV?
What was that?
What was that indeed? A voice suddenly reaches my ears. What was that? I look around in bewilderment. Did anyone actually talk? Am I hearing things? Kenkun's shout snapped me out of my thoughts.
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one. We're getting off, Koromaru.
Yukari-san still looks confused, but Kenkun notices something and buckles his seatbelt with spear at the ready. By the time the helicopter has descended close enough to the roof of the Junes that people and dogs can easily jump down. Komaru-san growls, another persona appears. At the same time, Kenku leaps out of the cabin, stabbing at the persona closing in on us. Komaru-san's persona and Kenkun's spear both hit the attacking enemy at the same time, and Kenkun drops to the roof unharmed.
It seems seems you're always taking on the responsibility of saving others, Yukari-san.
Seriously, it's like, again, really? But I'll take this one. After all, I save the world on a weekly basis.
That's true. Off she goes. Komaru-san and Yukari-san drop out of the helicopter and nimbly land on the roof. Amazing. Combat abilities are equal to those of weapons like me or Aegis. Even though there are secondary members of the Shadow Operatives, used only in times of emergency, it seems as if they've been on the team this entire time. I quickly ready my axe and follow them.
Yukari-san, everyone, please, save Lady Mitsuru.
We will. Do we get a to be continued now? No, we do not. When I look back to the red sky after landing, I see the helicopter gaining in altitude while maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kikuno-san's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. Check my surroundings once more while preparing for Kikuno-san's safety. Or praying for Kikuno-san's safety. This is the Inaba branch of Junes, the department store chain. We're at the food court of its rooftop. Normally, there'll be plenty of people here, but in the current situation, it's obviously deserted.
Where did he go?
Kenku renting his spear and tries to peer into the fog, making visibility such a problem. Look around, ready for battle as well. Whoever attacked us should be nearby.
Hey, Ken-kun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes. I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him.
That's impossible. I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
That's right. Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago. And we were attacked by a persona. According to the records from that time, Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
I agree. She's right. Scan the area and read no one here besides the four of us. I say as much, and we lower our weapon in order to discuss our strategy.
Koromaru and I are going to continue looking for him. If that really was Ikutsuki, there's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But that person seemed to be using a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
They got it. The two humans look surprised for a moment and trade glances. Did I say something odd?
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
Alright.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
They have absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concerns about one another, but they truly believe that they will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, notice how the timeshare between Yukari-san and Ken-kun separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station to get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking.
Of course.
But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight. So I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
Right? He's always been so useless.
Come on.
Huh? Did I say something funny?
Nah, not really. It just sounded like you were actually kind of fond of him.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
These people trust each other. They're always thinking of one another. When one of them faces danger, the others always rush to help him. A term comes to mind: ideal companions. Wonder how Yukon and his friends are doing. I'm feeling that his group and Mitsuru-san's group are going through similar problems after all.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
Huh?
I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Kai-san and Ken-kun look to me. Doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for very long. They see me as a companion, trust me.
Right. It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower. Oh, also, something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
You felt
Alright.
it too? It was like, well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be that we can summon our personas without our evokers.
In any case, we should get moving. If what General Teddy said is true, we don't have much time to spare.
Mm-hmm, got it. If anything happens, let's meet at the bottom of the tower. Be careful, both of you.
Alright. Kai-san and I leave Ken-kun on the roof and head for the stairs. She and I split up not long after. All of us firmly believing that we'll see each other safely once more.
Wait for us, Mitsuru-san.
I run at my full speed and turn my eyes to the looming tower. I will rescue her! Right. To be continued? Because everybody split up? Yes! Oh my god, that's an hour-long episode. How many did we went through a lot. Oh my god, look at this. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it? 5 only? Oh, Junpei's Dreams is gonna be the next one. Is there another one? No, just Junpei's Dreams. Alright, but that's what we're gonna be doing in the next episode, which a lot of paths are gonna combine, so that's very interesting. So in the next episode, we're gonna be tackling chapter 3, Junpei's Dreams. So hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and share. That always helps out against that pesky YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to join the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, the links will be in the description box below. I also do have a gaming channel. I mean, a voice acting channel. This is my gaming channel. I do have a voice acting channel, so if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description box or the ending screen coming right up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.